Hey, so Trump and Putin got on the phone, and afterward, both sides dropped statements about what went down. They covered a ton: the Russia-Ukraine war, U.S.-Russia ties, plus the Middle East and some other messy spots. Here's my take on it, straight and simple. I'm in one. Russia-Ukraine war. Russia's side says Putin's nudging Trump to keep at the ceasefire push, but he's not all sunshine about it. He goes, "We're all for peace, and we'd love to team up with the U.S. on a solid plan, something big, stable, long-term." That's him tossing Trump a pat on the back, because Trump's moves actually help Russia, on the front lines and in the global PR game. If they could, Russia'd probably slap Trump's name on a Nobel Peace Prize ballot. But then Putin flips it. At the same time, we got to dig out the root of this mess and lock down Russia's legit security needs. And on Trump's 30-day ceasefire idea, he's like, cool, but here's the deal. Full-on monitoring, no more forced drafts or rearming in Ukraine. Oh, and Ukraine's flaky. They've trashed deals before. Plus, check out the brutal stuff their fighters pulled on civilians in Kursk. Key thing? Cut off all foreign guns and intel to Ukraine, or no dice. He skips the word "but" and softens it with "at the same time." But you can tell Russia's not totally sold. Putin's piling on conditions to mess with Trump. Sure, ceasefire sounds nice, but ditch Ukraine's aid? That'd tank Ukraine in a week, leaving Trump with no chips to play. Putin knows it and threw it out there anyway, like a sly jab. So yeah, they're all smiles on the surface, but the cracks show. Putin's not budging on Russia's bottom line. He's got to answer to folks back home. The White House spins it differently. Trump and Putin talk peace and ceasefire for Ukraine, agreeing it's got to end with lasting peace. They're hyping the "we agree" angle, pumping Trump up for the home crowd and the world stage, but it's light on details, way vaguer than Russia's meaty rundown. Shows Russia's cocky, holding the high ground, while the U.S. is scrambling a bit. No shock then. America might just toss Ukraine and Europe under the bus. Oh, and Putin dropped a nugget about a prisoner swap on the 19th, giving Trump a win to brag about. Look, I made this big peace move happen. 2. Energy and infrastructure. Here's where your question lands. Both agreed to chill out on hitting energy setups. Russia says Trump pitched a 30-day no-attack deal on energy infrastructure, and Putin gave it a thumbs up, even told the military to stand down right away. U.S. goes, both leaders say peace starts with an energy and infrastructure ceasefire. Oh, they're on the same page, but check this. Russia's got a 30-day cap and skips the "and" between energy and infrastructure. Sounds like they're not fully in. More limits, smaller scope. Still, it's Trump's brainchild, so Putin plays nice, jumping on it fast. Trump's got to be grinning. Another feather in his cap. Why energy? Trump's got a stake. Signed some mineral deal with Zelensky, so Ukraine's energy is his now. Can't let Russia mess that up. He can flex to BlackRock and crew, "I saved your $500 billion, and crow to voters too. Putin's in because it keeps Trump in the game, stirring the Russia-Ukraine pot, which boosts Russia's clout. Big dog talks with the U.S. prove it. Plus, Russia's got its own energy to shield, being a top exporter. If Trump can leash Ukraine's attacks on Russian stuff, that's gold. Negotiation wins where bullets didn't. Cue Ukraine and Europe fuming. They're totally cut out. Trump and Putin just steamrolled them. 3. Kursk region. Trump's worried about Ukrainian troops boxed in at Kursk. Russia's like, hey, Trump asked us to save those guys, and Putin says we're cool with that. Humanitarian vibe and all. If they surrender, we'll keep them alive. Legal and proper. Putin's playing it steady, nods to Trump, but lobs the choice back at Ukraine and the U.S. 4. Black Sea navigation. Both dig safe Black Sea shipping. Russia. Putin's on board with Trump's navigation safety pitch. Let's talk details. White House. We're negotiating a ceasefire, full ceasefire, lasting peace. Talks are headed to the Middle East. They're aligned because it pays off. U.S. needs to ship its Ukrainian goodies. Russia wants trade lanes. White House hypes the wins, skips the fights. Classic cherry picking to shine Trump up. That Middle East talks bit? Russia didn't mention it. Putin's letting Trump take the wheel. Look like the big shot. Probably Saudi Arabia, giving them a peace process glow to cozy up to the U.S. smart, low-cost move. 5. Bilateral relations. Russia gets chatty. We both want normal ties, given our big roles in global stability. Talked econ and energy teamwork. Even in NHL-KHL hockey match, Trump loved that. White House keeps it short. Better U.S.-Russia ties? Huge payoffs ahead. Russia's angling to use this war mediation to thaw things with the U.S., easing Western heat. Even if ceasefire flops, it might cool U.S. aid to Ukraine. America's breezy take isn't Trump dodging. It's him tiptoeing around anti-Russia vibes at home. Both leaders see big wins, screams he's into it though. Source 6. Middle East. They hit other hot zones. Russia. We talked Middle East Red Sea. Let's stabilize it. Team up on nukes and security. More chats to come. Putin's all about nuclear control. No names like Iran or Israel. Leans toward Iran though. They're a buffer against U.S. muscle there. Without them, Russia's leverage shrinks fast. U.S. Both say Iran can't ever take out Israel. Straight up names Iran, shields Israel. Donor nod, claims Putin's on board, but Russia's silent on that. Big gap here. Russia's on Iran's nuke limits, U.S. on Israel's safety. White House twists it, shading Putin. Wait for Russia's comeback to sort it out. Wrap up. So here's the rundown. Rouse 1. Ceasefires a go. Neither wants this war dragging on. And 2. Russia-Ukraine peace? More like U.S. and Russia grabbing what they can. 3. Ukraine and Europe? Out of the loop, U.S. and Russia will just shove terms their way. 4. Trump and Putin want better ties, but it's slow, cautious steps. 5. Middle East? They're not seeing eye to eye. What's next for Russia-Ukraine, U.S.-Russia, the world? Long haul ahead. Hope every talk nudges peace closer, cuts the bloodshed, and lets regular folks breathe easy again.